The end of 2020 into 2021, quite frankly, hurt like hell. No, seriously, it stung, and you know when something stings, it hurts, it swells, and most times leaves a mark that you can never quite get rid of. That was 2020 into 2021 in a nutshell for me. I lost a little in number, but a lot in my heart and in my life. And when 2020 had chewed me up and spit me out, I didn't have much of anything to recover with, except my journals. As if losing a great job in the middle of huge financial responsibilities wasn't enough, thank you COVID, about a week after I lost my job, I had also managed to self-sabotage my way out of a relationship I loved with a man I adored. So, not only was my daily life turned upside down, but the one person that would have made the coping process that much easier, that person was gone too. In November 2020, my birthday rolled around and greeted me with quiet, aimless days at home and no longer having the person to make the days go by easier. I spent the rest of 2020 into the beginning of 2021 mostly crying. When there were no tears left for the day, I would journal, then inadvertently cry some more. I do have some tear-stained pages to prove that, but I won't show them here. It's kind of embarrassing. Journaling was the only way I was able to sort through everything that had happened that year without self-destructing, everything that I had lost, everything that I had said and wished I didn't say, things that I wished I said but didn't. In my journals, I sifted and sorted through the whys, whens, whos and hows of everything that had happened that year, and I learned so much about myself. I want to share that with you really quickly. In months of journaling, I learned that I actually experience and have experienced for years something called rejection sensitive dysphoria. I uncovered that about myself through sorting through why I sabotaged my relationship and why I may have done bits of that before with other people. I realized that I fear rejection. I fear it when I don't need to, and I fear it in situations where none of it exists. Journaling my thoughts, my feelings, journaling about everything that took place and why I did what I did helped me to uncover that I have so much to work on within myself. I was shocked that there was a name for the pattern that I had, where I was afraid that there would always be somebody better than me and that my significant other would feel like I wasn't enough. There was a name for my constant fear that I was not enough. Through daily journaling, I learned that it's okay and actually a bit healthy to not only prioritize myself, but also to pedestalize myself if need be. I have had a bad habit of putting people that I admire for whatever reason on pedestals when they are just ordinary people. And on the flip side, I don't pedestalize myself the way I do others. And through sorting through the things that I did and the things that happened in 2020 into 21, I realized that maybe I need to flip that switch and start admiring, adoring, valuing, overvaluing myself just as much, if not even more, than I do the people that I admire. They are ordinary, but it's okay for me to look in the mirror and see myself as an extraordinary person. It's the only way that I'll get over the fear that I am not enough. I learned that from writing non-stop each and every day about how I was feeling and the things that were heavy on my heart. In my journals, I uncovered that I need to spend way more time than ever on the things that I am passionate about and on making my dreams and my goals a reality. I had been watching many other people make their dreams a reality and bring their ideas to life, And in all that time, I was wasting precious moments where I could have been bringing my ideas, my goals, my passions to life on my own and for myself. I was proud of other people, but I had nothing to show for myself as to why I could be proud of me, proud of myself, and I needed to change that. I started doing that in mid 2021 when life took a shift, because I realized that in my journals, I realized that I have been putting so much of a focus on specific other people in my life, and not even in a bad way, but in a sense where I put myself on the back burner. I put my self-esteem on the back burner. I put my self-value on the back burner. And I put my self-love and the idea that other people also love me and that I'm worthy of it on the back burner. And it is something that nearing the end of 2021, thanks to my daily journaling, I have become so much better at, and I really value the time that I spent on my own with pen and paper, uncovering, discovering, and rediscovering a lot of parts of myself that I really shied away from, I really hid from, and hid from others, that I need to let shine a lot more. I have nothing really to thank for that but my journals. And in these pages, I am so proud of the progress I have made. I cried on these pages. I prayed a lot on these pages. And I learned so much about myself. And I have so much more to uncover. And I'm excited to do it in brand new pages, in brand new journals. Journaling has really changed my life. And I would recommend to anybody, if you know that you are on a discovery, a self-discovery journey, get a journal. Write what you're thinking and feeling. Get it out of your head onto paper. It is the most underrated but so valuable activity you could ever do for yourself. I think I'm living proof. If you enjoyed this video and hearing my story, I hope you'd consider subscribing. My channel features all things planning, productivity, journaling, and a love for stationery overall. I think you'd like it here. Thanks for stopping by.